G'day everybody, Nick here, going to give you a rundown on today's Charterstown sale. Obviously it's only the second sale we've had for the year, and it's been a great bit of rain, and hopefully everyone got under a bit and starting to see a few fat cattle rolling around now. So obviously we'll get into it. Combined age and shard around 2,346 head today. There's around 1,007 prime cattle and the remaining being store cattle. As you can imagine, all the prime cattle in the yard, plenty of condition, and had a good bit of weight in them as well. So we'll buck straight into it. The best of the bullocks there today topped out at 386 cents. Now, they were anywhere from 550 to 650 kilos. So if you had a bullock that was probably 600 kilos plus, you were looking 370 to 380, 85, say. Come back under your 600 kilo bullocks. Look, they could have made anywhere from $3.50 all the way up until $3.80 cents. So majority of the bullocks, I'd say, average around 370 cents across the board, but saying there was only probably 200 of them. Prime heifers. Look, we had a bit of variance in the prime heifers. We either had heifers that were 500 kilos, that were proper good fresh heifers, number 4s, or you had some number 3 heifers that were probably 420 kilos. So the better end youth heifers were probably making around 350 cents to 55, but if you come back into your number 3, 440, 420 kilo heifer, look, you could have been anywhere from 310 all the way up to 330 cents. Cows, like I said, cows, there was plenty of good thumping cows there today, and there wasn't very many store cows at all. So the best of the cows topped out at 336 cents, but a lot of those cows from anywhere from 520 to 650 kilos, you could have got either $3.20 to $3.36. So I'd say the average of that heavy rate cow was probably more around your $3.28 to $30 mark. Come back under your 520 kilo cow, look, you're probably more making anywhere from $3 to $3.20. Slip back under your 480 kilo cow, say, you're pretty much anywhere from $2.70 all the way up to $3. So like I said, plenty of cover on them cows, and if they had a bit of cover, they were into them. Bulls, wasn't many bulls there. I think it was like 40 head of bulls. Bull job was still strong. Best of the bulls, $3.26, but majority of the bulls were $3 all day. Get into the steers. Now, we did have some good runs of steers there. If they were weaners off the cow, plenty of demand. They were number 6, number 5 weaners coming off the cow. Look, they were making up to 530 cents. A lot of those steers were anywhere from 440 to 480 cents. So Brahman steers all day, I would say $4.70 to buy them, every bit of it. Get into a Creek Crossies, you would want a 480 up to 530. If they had a bit of cross in them, they were good. Certainly under 300 kilos. Steer over 300 kilos, I would say, on that crossbred job, they're still making $4.20 to $4.40. The odd isolated might have made a bit more. Get into a Brahman steer, same as your steer, 300 to 400 kilos. Look, they could have made anywhere from $3.80 to $4.20 or 30. Variance on the pens, but there wasn't many runs of them. Heifers, look, the heifer job was a little bit sticky like we have seen over the past, but good best heifers that were probably 300 kilos. I'm making anywhere from $3.60 to $3.70. Come back under 300 kilos, you could have been making anywhere from $3.20 all the way up to $3.50. So that was kind of the heifer job, predominantly all Brahmins. Look, cows and calves topped at $2,350, and I think that was for a pen of 9x9 or 5x5. I wasn't quite sure there, but that was $2,350. Look, we aren't having a sale next week, but we will be having 2 sales the following one. So we'll have a prime sale on the Wednesday, I think it's the 8th, and the store sale on the 10th. So if you've got some cattle, give us a ring and we'll book them in. Cheers.